Hey all you zealots and zerglings, we got a 3 versus 3 for you on the Biolab with Contrarian as the yellow Protoss. And his allies, some new faces, Isel, the orange Zerg, and Trix, the purple Zerg. So it must have gone 3v3 random on ladder. And they will be going up against Pascal, the teal Terran, Feebly, the red Terran, and Hurricane as the blue Protoss. And it looks like Contrarian and his new friends have decided to push, or decided to rush. And what are they doing here? It looks like they're going for a Ling rush, and Contrarian's like, Zealots are very slow. No pools up yet, though, so it's not like they're going for any sort of 6-pool play. And they got 2 Terrans, which is going to be near impossible to break a Zerg, especially since they are quickly trying to go for a wall off here, although not putting down that barracks yet. If they decide to go for Hurricane, though, they might be able to do a lot of damage, but it looks like we're going to need to get a scout here for Feebly. Or is he going to try to wall the front? No, it looks like he's going to go out and scout. We do have both pools going down now, so they're going to get ready for that. Their crazy rush timing. And are they going to be ready for this? Well, Feebly is finally going to get that barracks up. Almost got it closed off. A little bit of a gap there. Zerglings can easily slip through that. And Pascal, his wall's kind of going off in this direction, which again is going to leave quite a gaping hole for the Zerglings to slip through. So I don't know. Okay, it looks like Feebly has closed off his. It's going to be a little hard to put an add-on to that barracks without opening the door, but I think the rush is going to be here before that add-on comes, unless he's going to be rushing for it. We have to keep an eye when those Zerglings start. It looks like Isel's pool is done, and no Zerglings yet. And it looks like the pool is also done for Trix. And it looks like Contrarian's going for a cybernetics core. If he wants to get part of this rush, though, getting fast warp gates, he could warp those zealots in there a lot faster. And it looks like he is going to get scouted. Maybe the wrong way to scout, because Contrarian's not the one going for a rush right now. And I don't think they saw. I don't think he. Oh, I guess he has scouted here yet. So he's going to know about the pool, but it's not that early for a pool anymore, so he may not be expecting that there's a rush coming, but they still haven't produced any units. There comes out a Zealot for Contrarian. That's going to be the first attacking unit on their side. So we're going to have to see what happens. Looks like he's going to put on a bunker here, so this would be suicide to try to attack this wall. And, a bunker over here too. I still don't think they can squeeze in there, but so many Lings would die in that attempt that, again, their best bet is to hit Hurricane, who's kind of starting a late wall off of his own, because most of his buildings are back here, so I don't know if this is going to be effective if the Lings start coming, but no Lings yet. We do have Link Spin coming here for Isel, and a Lair coming up for Trix. Did he say he was going to go, Roach? What was just canceled there? It looked like something was just canceled. I don't know what that was. Oh, did he cancel his Lair? Oh, he canceled the Lair. I guess he didn't want to go Lair. He's going to throw down the Roach Warren, so I guess he's going to be doing some Roaches. I still don't know if that's going to be effective here against well, he's really trying to close this off right now. I got 2 Zealots to block off that wall and a Sentry here that can help put a force field down. And Contrarian's ready to go with a couple of units, but they don't really have an attacking force yet. Oh, I guess Isel does have a clatch of Zerglings. What is a group of Zerglings called? I guess you would call it a swarm of Zerglings. Or maybe it's a murder of Zerglings. You think that's what it is? It's a murder of Zerglings? Because there's going to be quite a bit of death when Zerglings are in town, depending on what they're up against. If they're up against Colossus, I think we know which direction is that going to go. And we do have Stim coming out here for Pascal. So he's going pretty tech-heavy here. Going to get a react up, so he's going to go for looks like he's going for some Stim Marines. He does have a Marauder out, though. And ooh, he is supply blocked, however. And we have some Lings here for Isel, but I think it might be too late. This thing is pretty closed off. That bunker is going to hold pretty tall, and I don't know if I agree with this. He concurs with that assessment. He's going to go try to pull in here for the second one, but this one's even better defended because he can't even get at the bunker. So here's going to be his 3rd try, but these 2 Zealots are going to be able to hold this quite well. Oh, he's going to try to brute force his way out onto the door. I don't know if I agree with this. If they have the Roaches to back it up, that might be a good idea. It looks like he's going to get 1 Zealot down, and there goes the force field. The other Zealot's going to go down, but they took a ton of losses, and what did he get for it? 2 Zealots for all those Zerglings. Not worth it, but he's going to catch some of these units out of position, but I don't think this is enough to take this out. Is he even going to get one unit? Is he going to get, he got one Marine, and that's it. Ooh, that is a huge loss. That brush did not work out at all. Oh, we'll get an observer out for Contrarian. Going to be spying around the map. And we got Siege Tech coming here for Feebly. So any more attempts at his front door are probably going to be shut down rather fast. But no one has expanded yet. 7.5 minutes into the game, and we do not have a single expansion taken. I guess Contrarian and his allies were content on maybe pushing, and that didn't work out. And their opponents were here deciding to defend, and it looks like we're going to have the first expansion coming out here. That's going to be for Feebly. He does not yet have it converted into an orbital. Maybe if he wants to go planetary, that might be why, but I don't know if I want to go planetary for this base. If you got to worry about holding this, your prospects in this game are not good. And Contrarian going to be getting expansion of his own. He suddenly realizes this rush is not going anywhere. And ooh, we got Infestation Pit and a Hydralisk Den. I don't know about that E-Cell. We got siege tanks out on the map, and we know how Hydras fare against siege tanks. Do we have Colossus? No, we don't have Colossus. Looks like we just got a 4-gate coming out here for Hurricane. And completely walled himself in. Wow, those Zerglings scared him quite a bit, but he defended that perfectly. He had his Zealots blocking the door, and they were backed up against the wall. The second that Zealot went down, boom, there was the force field. I'm sure the other Zealot would have been a little more grateful if the force field were on the other side of his body, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. He'll be back as a Stalker someday, and he'll be better off for it, I think. And it looks like they're going to be trying get a little bit of a push out here from Hurricane. I don't know if this is a good idea. That's a lot of Roaches. Roaches are pretty good against pure gateway tech, and these aren't even Blink Stalkers. And yeah, they're going to realize they got themselves caught a little bit out of position. One sentry goes down, and that's going to suck to lose that, because it's really hard to make sentries later in the game when you're trying to get up Stalkers, especially off of one base. Looks like Pascal has gotten his natural now. Got that already into an orbital. And, oh, Feebly did get that into an orbital, so good on him. And so it looks like E-Cell's expansion is going to finish now. That harassment did almost nothing. Just a little bit of dings here and there in that hatchery, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And now we're going to pump out those Hydralisks. Well, that's got to be tough. I've tried to get Hydralisks off of one base. It is just a headache, and I don't know why he has this infestation pick, because he's not going to do anything for his Hydras. He's nowhere near 3/3 upgrades, and the Hydras don't need anything else out of Hive Tech but level 3 upgrades. And he's only just now throwing down his Evo chamber. So I'm not quite sure I like the macro going on here. But who knows, maybe he'll get it to work out. And ooh, also getting a Hydra Dent for Tricks. I don't know. We do have Siege Tanks for Feebly. Even he's on Siege Tanks and Hellions. That could be a nightmare, because the Hellions do bonus damage to the Hydralisks. If they can't get to the Hydralisks, then yeah, that's one thing. But with the Siege Tanks pelting back and the Hellions in their face, that could spell disaster for these Hydralisk forces. And what is Pascal doing? Is he just doing a bio build? Oh, he does have a tech lab on his starport, and he does have a factory. But I don't see... He doesn't have siege mode. He doesn't seem to be doing anything with these buildings. He is, however, making an impressive number of missile turrets, but there is no air tech on the map right now, which he would know because he's Terran and he can just, like, scan everywhere. But hasn't really seen anything in quite some time, though. And we got a Marine here just kind of scouting around for expansions while Contrarian's scouting around with his observer. And now he's getting... I don't know why he's getting his Hive Tech out. There seems to be no purpose to this. Is he going to go Hydra Ultra? It's a combination that can work. I don't ever see it. But with the Ultras soaking up the damage and the Hydralisks behind just firing like artillery, it could work, but I don't know. He's seems to be getting both melee and ranged attack upgrades. That could imply he's going to go Ultras. And this Marine just being a pest. I guess they're supposed to say just 2 Stalkers. Probably 2 Stalkers would have done it. But he's going to take care of that in no time flat. And it looks like Trix is going to be focusing on his roach army, getting that level 1 range attack. I believe and level 1 armor, and I believe I saw he was getting tunneling claws, which he does have burrow. Oh no, he's got burrow researching, and adrenal upgrades for those Zerglings. Oh, I guess he got the high for his Zergling, so he's going to go Hydraling. Another thing which can work, but you've got these, but it's such a fragile army, and doesn't have near the mobility of Mutiling, because Hydras are so pitifully slow. Movement speed 2.25. Let's compare that to, say, a Marine. Oh, I guess I'll sell 2.25. Wait a minute. Hydras are the same speed as Marines? I could have swore they were slower than Marines. Well, don't I feel the fool now. How fast is a tank? Maybe Hydralisks aren't as slow as I thought. Blizzard didn't sneak a speed upgrade on them when I wasn't watching, did they? Oh, and we got Templar Archives coming out for Hurricane. That could be another bad news for our Zergs. I mean, Roaches don't care too much. Don't care too much about Psy Storms, but it can eventually wear them down. But Hydras and Lings definitely do not like storms. I still can't believe the Hydras are that fast. I thought they were slower than that. Why does everyone say Hydralisks are so slow? I mean, Stalkers are a little bit faster, but, you know, they're one of the fastest ground units in the game, other than Speedlings, Hellions, and Reapers. And is Contrarian getting ready for Blink? He's going to reveal himself a little bit too soon. How does he have... Oh, there's an Observer. He's revealing himself a little bit too soon, but he doesn't have his Blink done yet. But I'm not sure what's going on there. Just going to kind of harass that gas. I think he can take it down. Might as well take it down. No one seems to be going to stop you. And yeah, these Stalkers are going to respond a bit too late. And oh, that's nice. That was a nice little pickup right there for Contrarian. Not bad at all. And a quick scan is going to show that... Oh, it is going to reveal that Observer. So that's unfortunate for his Observer, but he got a a geyser out of it, which I don't know if I would call that an even trait. And where are these tanks going? Are they coming to respond to a threat that's already gone, or are they going to take up permanent residence here? It looks like they're going to take up permanent residence here. And even throwing down a turret, despite the fact he's got a forge and can very well make perfectly good photon cannons of his own. Definitely gotten very, very passive after that one. After some early attacks kind of utterly failed. No one has dared to really do anything with consequence in quite some time, other than that little gas steal. It's not really a gas steal. Oh, and a Dark Shrine for Contrarian. Is he going for he does like to get those DTs, but he oftentimes mixes in some Archons too, and those can be pretty good. Especially against this kind of army. They'll do great against the Hellions, against the Marines, against the Marauders, maybe not so good against the tanks. Wow, this is a very interesting army, and despite the fact that he's going, oh nope, just finished +1. I'm saying if he's gonna go for so much mech, get the upgrades for it. Come on, get the upgrades. You don't, yeah, he's not getting any upgrades for his bio, and he doesn't really need it. Okay, now he's gonna get the. Oh, I guess the level 1. Oh, okay, level 1 armor just finished too. Okay, now he is getting upgrades, and maybe throw some Thors in there. Why not? Seems a fair idea. So we got mech going here for Feebly. We seem to be going Bio Banshee for Pass Scout, and pretty much just kind of Gateway for Hurricane, although we did... He was getting that Templar Archives. I don't see... Well, there are a couple of High Templar mixed in there. Don't have Storm, not researching Storm, so I'm not sure what he's doing with this. Apparently he's going to feed back sentries or some such nonsense. I don't know. But it looks like these forces are getting ready to move out. No? I guess they're gonna. Oh, okay, they're gonna scout because they want to take that expansion. Oh, but we got Contrarian who now has his blink done and is blinked into this base, and I don't know what happened to those siege tanks. Is he taking any damage? I don't see any damage. Stalkers. So those siege tanks must not have stuck around very long. And taking out that pylon's gonna start. Oh, and if you can stop that upgrade from coming. No, he's going to focus down the Nexus. I think he will get it, but he's going to have to get out of there right after that. Get out of there. Out. He's going to have to blink out of there. Blink, 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 blink. Oh, careful, careful, careful. He's got to get all of his stalkers out of there. Oh, he's going to have a couple left behind. Get those stalkers out of there. And I don't know where these guys are going. Whoa, that is, that missed. That's going to get a couple of his extra stalkers. And I just hear a Nidus Worm. I did hear a Nidus Worm. That's one way to get Hydos across the map. And there's nothing in here in this base. He's trying to pump out a bunch of tanks, but that's not going to do much good when he's already in your base. And he's going to go straight for the orbital command, and he's going to easily take that out. Now we want to focus down those factories because they're going to make all those nasty tanks that you don't want to deal with. And two are going to get out. They need to get back and siege up, and it looks like the rally point's going to take them out of there. No, he's going to try to pull them back. And this is where all the damage should come in because he got them sieged up, and there are no Zerg units anywhere near, but they're going to pull back. And here come a bunch of Hellions, which, did they have the blue flame upgrade? It looks like they do have the blue flame upgrade. We're going to find out here in a second. And I think he's going to lose this army because he does not really have a good avenue of escape right now. With the siege tanks kind of blocking his escape. Oh yeah, and Hurricane's got him blocked out, so there's not going to be anything he can do about this. This army's lost. But in the meanwhile, we got all these Zerglings at the front door, which probably could be attacking right now, and it would help a lot. And there's still units alive right here, and they're going to burrow. And wow, look at all the buildings on fire. They did a ton of damage, but that scan is going to clean them up. But he's going to have to get an emergency repair crew here because he's got buildings on fire all over the place. That supply depot is going to go down. This supply depot is looking pretty desperate. That reactor is going to go down, so he's going to slow down his Hellion production. And that supply depot also. So that was a lot of damage done. And oh, I don't know what happened to the Zerglings. It looks like he just kind of threw it to the front door, and yeah, it doesn't look like it did all that much. And I'm getting some lag. I think I might have to restart this replay. Sorry for the glitches there, but hopefully this will be straightened out long enough for me to actually finish this replay, because this has been actually kind of getting to be a rather exciting game right now. And Feebly's got a big problem because he lost a lot of his infrastructure, a lot of his unit producing structures. Fortunately, he does have an expansion over here, so that'll help him get back on his feet, but he's got a lot of rebuilding to do. And okay, at least he didn't lose his barracks, so he can get up more factories if he wants. And we got a counterattack here coming here for Hurricane. And Trix lost a lot of his army, so he doesn't have much to help out here with. And E-Cell lost a lot of his army at the front door, so I don't know if they're going to be able to defend this right now. Looks like Contrarian's quickly trying to pull his forces back, but will it be in time? It doesn't look like it's going to be in time to save his expansion, however. And they might be well advised just to get out of there right now, because they took out an expansion, and that's a pretty big deal. But no, they're going to stick in here, and some Hellions from Feebly are going to try to do their part, but they are really overwhelmed right now. And look at several Immortals are going to do quite a number to these Stalkers, plus with all these Roaches, but a blink back there will help, and this might be a good time to siege up, but no, they're going to blink forward before they have time to siege, and they're just kind of trickling units in here, which I don't think is the right thing to do right now, because now they're going to try to siege up, but it's all the tanks in the front that are already under fire, not these tanks in the back. He needs to siege these up right now, and they are sieging up, which is going to do a ton of damage if they aren't careful, and here comes the siege attack. Oh, this is going to completely devastate this. They might have been better off just trying to evacuate out of there, but they are doing quite a bit of damage to those tanks, and they are running out. So this could have been a huge loss, and Contrarian's pulling in some DTs from the back, and that army's cleaned up, and now they're going to keep pushing forward. There's not much left here right now. I mean, there's a little bit, but ooh, there's not that much left for them to push with either, so I really don't know what the right decision is here right now. They might just want to pull back and regroup and try to rebuild. These armies are so close to each other, and it looks like we are going to have another engagement. I'm not sure who's going to come out on top of this one right now. It could come down to the upgrades. It won't come down to the DTs because there's some Ravens here, and so the DTs aren't probably going to get that much going for them. And we do have a Cloak Banshee here, which is going to do a lot of number because they don't have any detection of their own, and not everybody is shooting, which is going to be very harmful. And oh, the point defense drone is going to stop a lot of it. Apparently, is the point defense drone working at? Yeah, it looks like the point defense. No, it looks like the point defense drone does not work on Immortals. If I saw that right, it was shooting down the Stalker fire, not the Immortal fire. So they are going to have to pull back, and then the Hydralisks up here be like, you're going to hurt my boys? I'm just going to keep pelting at you. Oh, he's going to pay the price for that. And oh, these Zerglings going right into a bunch of Archons and Zealots. This could not have been a worse engagement for those Zerglings. And that drone rightly is going to try to pull out of there. Not far enough though. Nope, it did pull out far enough to save himself. Well, it looks like we had a little bit of a counterattack here from Trix, but I don't think that was going to be enough to break that front. And I don't know, it's looking bad right now. I think they lost too many units. I mean, they really hurt Fleaby's infrastructure. He's just now getting some factories back up, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for them to win this. And oh, he's even doing supply drops because he lost so many supply depots in that attack. But he does have this base up here. It looks like now that the Pascal is going to be expanding up here. And ooh, looks like Trix is taking this gold now, but it's about to have a surprise from Hurricane Stalkers, and there's nothing down here to defend it, although Contrarian's got his Stalkers over here if they pull over there to help. But no, they're going this way. Where are they going? They're probably going to go over here. It looks like they lost an expansion here as well, but now this expansion is going to be lost, hitting both expansions at once, and that is going to be just not good for our Zerg players here. But it looks like they may have overstayed their welcome. It looks like they will get the hatchery, but at what cost? They're not going to be able to blink out of there. And we get some Archons up now for Contrarian to help counteract the Archons for Hurricane. And he's going to instantly try to retake that expansion, which if they can hold here. And he's going to burrow try to get those roaches healed up. Roaches heal so... Look at how fast that roach heals. That is awesome. I love it. Oh, what is Contrarian doing? Is he going to try to sneak some DTs in here? I would not put it past him. Although there are a lot of missile turrets around, and this base has still not been recovered. So Hurricane can't have much left. He just has his expansion right now right here, and it is getting pretty mined out. What was Contrarian going to warp in here? Zealots or DTs? I'm thinking DTs. Or he's just going to sit there. Viable strategy too, I suppose. But I don't think Hurricane's their big problem. Hurricane has 6 High Templar and 10 Stalkers. He's lost a Stalker somewhere. He's finally getting out Storm for these DTs, which is basically the extent of his army. He's got a lot of money saved up, but what's he going to make out of it? Yeah, he doesn't have any gas left. He's just going to have to make Zealots pretty much now. Yeah. He really needs a base, and the only one available right now is this gold. I mean, they can try this one. They may not know that it's been retaken, but having a whole player out of commission could be bad, although EZL doesn't seem to be doing too great in either. Oh, we got an Ultralisk Cavern coming down for Trix. Does he have the upgrades for Ultralisks? He's got 2 armor, but no attack upgrades, and he needs to get that chitinous plating if he wants to take advantage of the Ultra Tech. Oh, and a DT for Contrarian's going to sneak in here. Is there any detection? I don't see any. Oh, but that quick slash there is going to let him know that something's going on. They're going to try to take down that command center. Nobody's responding. A quick scan would help take it out. No, they're going to change and go to the SCVs again, which I think is the right decision. And this thing's still just sitting here, not really doing anything. And taking out a lot of SCVs and these Hydros. I'm not sure what those Hydros are doing, but they're getting absolutely slaughtered. But so many SCVs have gone down, and Feebly can't afford to lose his base because he had to spend so much to rebuild. And there's a scan. It's that DT is going to try to get out of there, but oh, there's a lot of SCVs there, but there's one missile turret that's going to help spot that, so he's going to have to quickly slash and take out as many of these as he can. There goes 1, there goes 2. Oh, and 2 is all he's going to get. But he had to have done a lot of damage to Feebly. I mean, he's tearing. He can just drop down a bunch of mules and be fine, but, you know. Oh, and it looks like Hurricane's going to... Oh, he looks like he decided to make Archons. He researched Storm, but he decided not to use it. But it looks like he is going to take this expansion out. I do see some movement here. A bunch of roaches from Trix. This will be pretty good against these forces. I mean, Archons are just completely ridiculous against Zerg, but roaches are about one of the few things that can actually counter an Archon. If you want to call it countering, it's basically just not die as quickly. They're going to take this out, but at the same time, we got a counterattack here for Feebly and his newly reconstituted mech army. And ooh, Isel is not happy about that at all. Losing his expansion yet again. And almost no time. And what do they got here? They got some Ultras here, which... Oh, yeah, Pascal's going to be pulling here, but a bunch of DTs for Contrarian could be doing a lot of damage to these forces. And here, no, we need to get the Ultralisks in there. We need to get the Ultralisks in there. We need to get them on top of the tanks. And this might be enough to clean this out. I think they are going to hold. E-Cell's going to, you know, lose his expansion again, but it looks like they are going to hold, and that was an expensive loss. That was a lot of tanks and a lot of Hellions lost. And this Thor is going to be quickly dead here in a minute, too. Oh, this Thor's definitely gone. That Thor has no chance. And Ultra's like, nom, 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 Thor! Oh, and he's just going to take it out before he dies. 5 hit points left on that Ultralisk, and they might have just broken their back. They might have just needed to pull out after they took out that hatchery, which I don't even know if that was a good pickup. One hatchery for basically your entire army. Nope, I think that's going to be it. They don't have anything left now to stop this. I don't think Feebly has the production. I don't think Pascal has the money. Well, he has the money. And there comes the GGs. And that was some good game. I think there's some good stuff there. There's some early fails on some early aggression, but late game we had a lot of craziness going on. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed that game. I know I did, and have a day.